What's up, sixth grade? So today we're talking about flashbacks again. And if you remember from the last time, flashbacks are things that are used by the author to allow us, the reader, to better understand a character and that character's situation. So flashbacks allow the reader to understand a character without actually seeing the character grow or change. Now, last time we talked about flashbacks, we watched a clip from the movie The Grinch. That flashback helped us to understand just why the Grinch hates Christmas so darn much. Turns out, that poor guy really got picked on during Christmas. Now, in the story The Telltale Heart, one of the first stories we read this year, the whole story was actually a flashback. You might not have noticed this, but at the beginning, the narrator starts by telling us a story. He begins by explaining to us that he's not crazy. He says, "How then am I mad? Hearken, and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story." So he's introducing us to a flashback, and he's starting off by trying to convince us that he's a pretty sane guy. But, as we learn from the flashback, which is the whole story, he's absolutely crazy. So today we're going to be talking about another flashback in Hatchet. Now, the first one we saw was in chapter 1, and we learned about Brian's home life, about why he was so angry at his mother, and how that drove him to be on the plane that landed him in the woods. So we're going to talk about another flashback that Brian has today, but first, I want you to answer a question about that very first flashback in chapter 1. Great job, sixth grade. Let's get ready for class.